Hi, I'm Allison Davis coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio at GBTA Convention 2019 in Chicago. I'm here at McCormick Place, and this afternoon I have Tracy Mercer from Sabre with me.
Hi.
Tracy, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
Absolutely happy to be here.
It's fantastic to have you here. We're back at another convention.
Yes.
Lots going on. I know you're doing a lot this week. So, what are you really focused most on at convention this year?
Well, this is always such a great convention for Sabre to be a part of. We've got several things that we're kind of focused on for this year that is a little different than maybe how others may look at it. From our perspective, and definitely from my engagement, we're here to talk about the great products and things that we've got going on. Content services for lodging, which is a new API offering that we're bringing forward that we've been really excited in how we've partnered with the industry. So we're excited to be here and talk about that. But in addition to that, it's just the ability to meet with our buyers and suppliers, to network with so many customers while they're here. And ultimately, we look at this as an opportunity to leverage for ourselves and our team to learn. I had the opportunity to participate in the Win It Summit, which is the Women in Travel Summit.
Absolutely.
And talk about some of the exciting change that we have going on at Sabre and how to drive positive change in an organization. And I think there's a lot of benefits that GBTA brings over and above just the commercial element.
Fantastic. I agree. We're off to a great start this week. Let's switch gears a little bit. I want to talk to you about what the business travel trends are that are affecting lodging distribution right now.
Yeah. There's so much going on in the world of distribution. Certainly everyone knows what's going on in air with the NDC component. On the lodging side, and frankly on many of the other sectors, whether it's ground transportation, car rental, cruise, and otherwise, it's continuing to see proliferation. The fragmentation, particularly in lodging, has been a fun one. And it's been one, and I say fun in the absolute unfunnest terms. It's fun in that where there's complexity, there's an opportunity to drive simplicity. And I think that's what we have been able to jump in. When we're looking at this, what we've seen our supply community trying to get control, for lack of a better word, of distribution. And we've seen the buying community try to really have the assurance that they're actually getting the best rates, best inventory, best availability, while staying in control of their costs, in policy, within duty of care. And as we bring all those things together, so much of what's happening in the industry with the aggregation, distribution, reaggregation, redistribution, it's meaning that many of our buy-side customers, and from a policy, risk, compliance, and kind of travel management perspective, it's just increased the complexity for them. And I think from a Sabre's perspective, what we did is stood back from that and said, how can we come forward to bring a solution that helps the variety of players in this ecosystem, buy and supply, but also our development partners, outsourced development shops. We have a great partnership with a company called Data Art, who's doing an acceleration program with our content services for lodging APIs, so that as our buy side or as our TMCs and agencies are wanting to consume them, we've already partnered with someone who can help plug that in and make it faster.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, let's close it out by, I want to talk to you a little bit about what investment Sabre is making in attracting and recruiting talent.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about being at the Win It Summit yesterday. This was kind of a theme. How does diversity and inclusion factor into Sabre's strategy here?
Yeah. It definitely was a big focus for us at Win It. I think Sabre has gone through a material change, and I'll say for my own self, joining Sabre, I came from a startup. And I had always prided myself in being with young startup companies, and I never realized the impact that you can have when you actually try to do change and innovation and essentially bring the startup mentality to a mature company. And that's what I'm seeing happen at Sabre. There's a whole rebirth in our culture, in our direction, in the investment that we're making in people, and in the investment we're making in our culture. We just launched in the last few weeks a global parent plan, because it's not just women who become mothers, it's people who become parents, and therefore all people, regardless in their, whether it's the mom or the dad or two moms and two dads, they're getting 12 weeks of paid global paternity or maternity leave, and that's just one of the little things that we're doing. We've also rebirthed a kind of day of giving, so every quarter our employees can take a day off to go give. And I think it's little things like that, in addition to just driving innovation within a company, that are helping us diversify the talent and really show that it's important to us as a company.
Absolutely, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
well,
that's
Tracy,
exciting.
it's been such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank
you
you
again for joining us.
Absolutely.
We're glad to have you here, to have Sabre here. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm Allison Davis coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Chicago. Thank you for joining us.